What's going on, everybody? Give me all a little time to get in here. All right. For everybody that's just getting in, you see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Big news from tidesports.com, and I'm reading it right here. I follow Cecil Hurd and a lot of guys who do a great job over there at Tide Sports. Make sure you sign up to Tide Sports too. Make you sound like a genius. They really know their stuff over there. But John Petty and Kyle Lewis are entering the NBA draft process. The process. So that means it's not in stone from everything that I've read. And I'm reading this from Tyler Waldrop on Twitter. It says Alabama basketball coach Nate Oates said NBA scouts mainly just asked about Kyra and John's character. Oates added that it's hard to tell because the teams don't even know where they are going to draft. Of course, this coronavirus has got everything in shambles, so a lot of people trying to make different moves. Alex Byington. Well, let me just stop right now. Let me say this. Y'all know I'm Roll Tide. I love football, basketball. I follow all the sports, but if you ever see me play basketball in real life, you know I have my limitations. So in just a minute, we're gonna be joined by somebody who does know about basketball. One of my good friends and church members. I'm gonna see if he's been tithing while we've been on this break. Rod Grizzard, former Alabama basketball player. He's gonna join us in just a second to get his expertise on this. But Alex Byington tweeted, Nate Oates doesn't expect the NCAA to grant an additional year of eligibility for basketball. From everything I've heard, I don't think that's a possibility. My gut feeling, it does not happen for winter sports, but I think it'll happen for the spring sports. So Nate Oates also clarified he doesn't anticipate either Kyra or John Petty will hire agents while entering the NBA draft. I don't anticipate them hiring agents. They're talking to agents, but they're both smart kids. So a lot of moving parts here. So let's bring in somebody that really knows about basketball and Alabama basketball. Rod Grizzard. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? And my ties are reoccurring, bro. So we good.
Good. I'm pretty sure we good. Hey, first of all, man, let's check in on you and the family. How y'all holding up over there during quarantine?
Man, we doing good, but I ain't gonna lie. I snuck out a couple times to the gym, bro. It was hurting me a little bit. I snuck out, but other than that, we good. My daughter with her school, she doing little online classes. So as far as me trying to make up a plan every day, I don't have to do it because they go on Zoom. They getting it in, so that helps me a lot.
Gotcha. Now, for people who not in the know, may not be Bama fans, may not be hardcore basketball followers, kind of give them a little bit of your resume.
From Birmingham, of course, down in the Capstone from 99 to 02. Freshman year wasn't that great, went 13-16. Sophomore year was cool. I think the best year was my junior year, but we did NIT runner-up my sophomore year, second round of the NCAA my third year. First team, second team, all SEC a few times. I mean, great times back when, I think we sold out every home game we had my junior year. Attendance was cool. The football program kind of took a dip right then. That's probably why some of the success for basketball went the way it was. But, we kind of getting back to that way with Nate Oates, if people would just be a little bit patient and let him do what he do instead of thinking 1 year in without him actually getting a chance to recruit and get in the pedigree of what he liked, thinking it's going to be a direct turnaround. So you got to be patient.
All right. Good stuff, man. So here we are. We got the basketball guy. What was your initial thoughts when you got the news that two of our star players and John Petty and Kyle Lewis are looking to enter the NBA draft?
I mean, it's to be expected, honestly. especially with Kyra, first off, with him getting the chance to go out to Colorado and try for the USA team, getting that look with some of the best collegiate players that we have to offer, and faring pretty well. I know he didn't like his time, but, you know, in that case, it's kind of hard to get everybody adequate time when you got the best of the best playing. But I think he already had an inkling of what he could do at that level with doing that last summer. And then we're having a great year this year in the SEC. I don't blame him for taking a look. I ain't saying just all out, I'm gone, but at least just, you know, go in without an agent, do the workouts, and then, you know, they ain't gonna lie to you. They gonna tell you yay or nay.
Right.
So always leave that option to come back. And with Petty on the second hand, you know, he's progressing. I honestly don't think he's done at the collegiate level, but I've never personally talked to him about it. I've watched it from afar and seen, you know, progression, but it's still some stuff that he could do to put that final nail in the coffin and be like, yeah, okay, I'm ready.
That's interesting. So as a former player, how much access to the program do you still have? Like, how much do you use to talk to the guys? Do y'all have like a Bama basketball group chat or something?
We don't, but we got total access. I mean, even when Coach Oates got there, he was like, whoever playing here, whenever you want to come in, the door's always open. And it's been that. I just haven't had a chance to go and be there consistently because I live in Georgia now. But, I mean, it was never a time since I left where we just couldn't walk up to a player or get a number or just, hey, let's get some shots up or whatever. It's always been open for access.
Basketball shots, right?
Yeah.
I said the family show, Rod. Family show.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I mean, get some shots up. That's basketball lingo. But Eden, hold on for a second. She on lunch.
Hey,
so.
we understand. It's quarantine. Everybody together on this one. So,
but yeah, it's always been a family open door policy with the program, man. Even when Grant was there. So I mean, we all got access to each other. It just depends on, you know, sometimes egos get in the way and who's willing to take those words and actually move on them. Right. Or be open to be, you know, talked to.
Now, you brought up Coach Anthony Grant, and we know after him was Coach Avery Johnson, and they kind of had similar resumes by the time they left Alabama. What do you think? Why do you think they couldn't get over the hump? Because they were both highly regarded, you know, at the time that they got hired, but it never really panned out. What do you, without, you know, being too pinpointing or demanding on them, what do you personally think went wrong?
I think with Grant, mostly the difference between Grant and Avery was more of a people person. You know, he was out in the public doing that, kind of like the presidential thing, shaking hand, kissing babies type thing. Where Grant pretty much kept to himself, which kind of steered people a little bit the wrong way. Not saying he was a bad guy, but he just wasn't that guy to be all out in the public speaking engagements and stuff like that. But as far as the players, sometimes you got to get your guys to buy in. And I don't think a lot of the guys with Grant bought in late to what he wanted them to do. Kind of lost the locker room and stuff like that. And when that happens, there's nothing more to be done. Somebody got to leave. I mean, all the players can't leave. A lot of times it's just the coach.
Wow.
And then with Avery was an NBA guy. And obviously the NBA game is totally different from the collegiate game. And he held those guys to a point to where he gave them a lot of leeway, as you would do with a professional. And mentally, a lot of them guys weren't there to move as a professional because, one, they've never done it.
Wow.
They don't know what it takes to be a professional, what goes on in professionals and, you know, everyday life. So it may have been a case where guys weren't getting in the gym on their own if you didn't have practice. Where we knew Colin was in the gym. Colin was in the gym day and night. They had to take his key, like lock him out, like, bro, go lay down or something.
Yeah.
And with that going on, he expected them to be more men towards the game than what they knew to do.
Oh.
And a lot of that kind of translated onto the floor where you expect this guy not to do X, Y, Z. He's doing it because he's young. He don't know any better. You should tell him don't, you know, X, Y, Z instead of thinking he just would know it because he's of age.
Okay.
And it kind of carried on until some guys didn't think they got the numbers they were supposed to get and playing time, and it just snowballed. And, you know.
Gotcha.
It is what it is now. Now it's the Oats era.
And that's why I got you on here, for that type of insight right now. We're live on Facebook and YouTube right now. So I'm gonna open it up. If anybody watching has any questions for myself or Rod pertaining to basketball, or even just, lighthearted Alabama stuff or SEC stuff, just type it in the comments. I'll put your comment and name up on the screen, and then we'll kind of dive into some Q&A, some questions for everybody. I see a lot of people writing a whole lot of different stuff. Let me see why. Mike Morrell says, shout out to your show, bruh. Roll Tide fan from Washington State. I wake up on Sundays looking for your YouTube video before church. You're a great man. Thank you for that love, Mike. I appreciate that, especially right now, man. It's hard not being able to get it. Because, Rob, we're supposed to be on tour right now, man. We had to put the whole tour, on hold.
Yeah. I know that's tough, man. Just looking at everybody had to just sit and pause. And I was actually over here helping a friend of mine coach a post-grad program.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our showcase coming up. Actually, it was supposed to be on the 14th, where we was going to audition the guys in front of some schools and get them a chance to, move on to the next level collegially, whether it's, Power 6 or NAIA or whatever. And, that thing got canceled. And it was kind of like,
wow.
Okay, it's real out here.
Yeah. Now, if y'all heard him say NAIA, you looking for a good NAIA school in Tuscaloosa, Stillman College. Shameless plug. All right, Eric Mcknight from Facebook. He said, Rod, tell us about your high school career.
Started out at Huffman High School. Didn't play my first 2 years of high school ball, mainly because I moved from the north side to the east side of Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about your growing up middle school and you go to high school, you kind of generally go into high school with your middle school friends and, you keep that bond going. But I ended up moving from one side of town to the other.
Mm-hmm.
I knew nobody. So main thing I did was I was in the gym every day.
Yeah.
6 periods of high school, I was in the gym. No teacher was like, why you still in here? Go here, go there.
No shower, nothing, Rod?
I'm hooping. But, long story short, I got behind in school. Then one day it just clicked. You better than this. You need to do better. Ended up night school, summer school, and was in the YMCA on the east side one day. And the guy asked me, what school do you go to? I'm at Huffman High School, but I'm not playing. But I'm trying to get my stuff right so I can. Yeah. And he was like, you ever heard of Central Park? I was like, honestly, no. He was like, meet me here tomorrow, same time. We gonna ride by.
Yeah.
I said, okay. Told my mom about it. She was like, cool, you need a change. Kind of walking by me and said the same thing. Kind of, I guess she was waiting on something to change in me instead of her always saying it, waiting on me to take the initiative and do something. So I met up with him. We ride over. And I remember the story like this. We walk into the school and we go into Dr. Parker's office, which he was the headmaster at Central Park at the time, LeVan G. Parker.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting at the desk writing. Sean walk in, introduce himself, introduce me. He never looked up. He just still writing. And all of a sudden he did. He looked up. His eyes kept going. He stood up, walked into a closet and got a ball rack and walked out, passed me into the hallway. We walked right back in the gym. He rolled the rack to me. He was like, shoot it. I made the first 3. He was like, bring your parents in the morning. And he left.
And that was that.
And that was it. Eden, what's
up? Wow.
Okay.
So Huffman had some success this year too, right? Your old high school.
Yeah, I pulled up, man. I had to see Ward get his first one, man. Congratulations to him once again. Happy he got it. It was long time coming because he had been there, been close, and final seconds, 1 or 2 points here, play there. But he finally got it though. Got that monkey off his back.
You got some more questions here, man. Jeff Sanders from Facebook. How is it playing with Wallace? And I think I know which Wallace he's talking about.
Well, actually, he played under me AAU coming up.
Well, tell the people which Wallace they talking about so they'll know.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jared Wallace. I'm sorry. for those who don't remember, I know this was the early 2000s.
I wasn't thinking it was Rashid or nothing.
Nah, well, I did go to Detroit with Rashid, pre-draft camp and stuff, but Jared was cool, man. It's just one of those things where I honestly can say now he shouldn't have been there.
Shouldn't have been where, on the team?
Shouldn't have been at Bama. He was the #1 high school prospect coming out. Only reason he was at Bama because his mom was like, look, you've never been on your own. Go down there and see how it is living on your own before you take this chance or go into the NBA draft. So just out of respect for his mom, he was like, okay, you know, basketball-wise, I mean, you the first pick. You go to college as a basketball player, first get your education. Secondary, I want to go as high as I can in the highest league possible, which is the NBA.
Right.
So for him, he was already there. He was the first pick. No matter what his game would have spoke of after that, you were the #1 pick coming in next June. Came to Tuscaloosa with us, coming off my sophomore year. We went 13-16. Not the greatest, but we started 4 freshmen in the junior college transfer.
I had 1 or 2 good wins that year.
We did. Everything at home was cool. But when we left Coleman, it was like, hey, it was like we knew
that was the old parquet floor.
Yeah. When we left Coleman, you know, we put up numbers, but it just wasn't enough to get done sometimes. But, you know, back to Gerald, he did what he could. And we had trying times as a team because we were all young. Like I said, we started 4 freshmen in the JUCO transfer. And our JUCO transfer at that point had its own objective of what he wanted to do. But Godfrey was looking at, I'm starting 4 freshmen. This is going to be the nucleus of what I got for years coming.
A couple years, yeah.
I'm running everything through them. He didn't see it that way. So that kind of had turmoil within our team. And then Gerald's still trying to do his thing to keep that. The passcode.
Yeah, we sit here chopping it over with Rod Grizzard, man, Alabama basketball legend, talking about Kyra Lewis and John Petty entering the NBA draft. And we're also right now with Q&A, so we're taking your questions. Choose them at random, so if you type them in the comments,
this the passcode. This the code.
Like my man Jeff Sanders. But as y'all can see, Rod is being a full-time dad right now. This is what's going on. So you're getting full income to the Grizzard household live.
Let me know if you need help again. But back to that. It was give y'all a game scenario. We playing Tennessee at Tennessee. I think we were both top 10 in the nation. And at this time, this is before that ESPN magazine spread we had came out, where each of the starting 5 we had our own page in ESPN magazine, just you know, just a write-up about the team, because we been doing pretty well. And like I said, at that point, the football program took a little dip. We ain't got to talk about that. We're just gonna say it took a little dip. So we were, you know, kind of top on the yard. At Tennessee come out rolling. I mean, they making everything. Nothing we can do. I get in foul trouble. Erwin Dudley get in foul trouble. Jared was our 6th man. He come off the bench. He come out, take a jumper, he missed. Now, mind you, we're not making anything.
Yeah.
Nothing's going. Tennessee making everything. They can kick it go in. Jared take a short jumper, he missed it. Coach called timeout, grab him by the jersey, yelling at him, yelling this, yelling that. Jared yell something back. Jared sit by me on the bench, kind of suck. He said, I'm gone. It's like, what?
Wow.
He's like, I'm gone. Whatever happened the rest of this year, I'm gone. I'm thinking like, okay. So them emotions where he pissed at everything, Alabama now. We got to kind of salvage this season and put it together. I mean, we still end up getting 22, 23 wins or something that season, but it was tough. But after that, his mind was gone. He was like, I'm out. And we were never able to wrangle him back in.
Wow.
So the season was over. We lost in the NIT. He declared for the draft. That was it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of us fans, I was in Tuscaloosa at the time, so I definitely remember those days. But we didn't have access to Twitter and a lot of different things back then, so you know, it was a lot of guessing. But now,
I'm glad they
you are years later to confirm what we thought back then. So, all right, going back to Facebook question, it's a good friend, Coach Teddy Keaton from the Allen University. How much of an impact was Terrence Mead to you, Wallace, and Dudley's game?
I mean, actually, me and Terrence Mead and Erwin Dudley, we played AU together for 2 years. So coming into Tuscaloosa, we already had a little nucleus of how we wanted to play. We just had to adjust to the physicality and the style of college basketball. And then with Gerald coming in with his notoriety, Terrence Mead led the SEC in 3-point percentage and 3-pointers made that year. So he already came in with a little, I'm about to do this again. Let me get my shots. And I'm like, cool. Kind of didn't go that way, but it's fine. Jared come in, you have a number one prospect coming in, ESPN all over the place. Our Nike contract changed. We got better shoes, all this type of stuff. So you thinking that, we finna come in and everybody expecting, SEC championship, which, the whole stuff every year that they expect when we have a new team coming in. But like that scenario I gave you before, and it all went left.
Yeah, because of the egos and everything involved.
Yeah, I mean, he had a goal, which is fine. We all had it. But I just know coaching at that point in time didn't know how to direct that, channel that, and get what he can get out of him for the benefit of everybody. He just basically shut him down and just left him there.
Wow.
And we tried to encourage him in what we knew, but I mean, we sophomores out there. This our second time going through the visitor locker room. Yeah, we know the way, but still, we ain't got it down yet.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take another question here. I think you're gonna enjoy this one a lot. Walter Lewis Postell Jr. Rod, I remember the 33-point performance you had in the SEC tournament. How did that feel?
Actually, man, it felt great. Mainly because if you remember, I didn't make a 3-pointer for 2 months. I went like a 2-month drought. I was like 0 for 24 for like 2 months.
But you was mid-range post-up guy.
I mean, everything else worked, but it just, for some odd reason, that 3-point shot wouldn't go. Yeah. And just that day, I don't know what happened. It just, I'm catching it off the ground, picking it up, shooting it. It was falling. Yeah. And it was just funny that it happened that way. Yeah. That's why a lot of times I tell shooters, like, sometimes it don't go, but mentally you just gotta, be like a quarterback. You throw a pick, you gotta come back out there and it's the same thing, same route. Just do it again. It'll fall eventually. People are gonna be on you because they want you to be so perfect, but what sport is perfect?
Right. All right, I see one more here, a few more, but we'll take this from CFB Jared. It says, Rod, how do you see JQ? Is he talking about Quinny? I think he's talking about Quinny. Okay, yeah. JQ playing this coming season now that he has eligibility.
It depends, because honestly, the play style might change, even though, it's fast paced, shoot the three. It looks like to me you could shoot it under 7-8 seconds in the shot clock. But he's more of a do-it-all type guard. He could have helped us out a lot, which we all know this year could have helped us out a lot, but it depends on what Oates changes, because the offense we seen, that was pretty much what Oates could do with what he had, because he was really adjusting on the run with figuring out how everybody played, because he didn't recruit anybody. He didn't know any of them. He came on the campus and had a team and had a schedule that he did. Yes, baby. Go ahead. He had a schedule that he didn't even, he didn't put a game in on it.
He didn't piece together.
Yeah. They went to Rhode Island. He was like, I didn't know this game was on the schedule. When I seen it, I knew it would be tough. Like, he was just looking around like, it's great to be here. And I'm like, you can't hold him for this one. This is like extra.
Right.
So you never know. Once he get his guys in.
What grade would you give him for this past season? With everything that you just said.
I mean, to me, man, with the injuries and everything, you get an A from me, because name me anybody who can walk into a situation that you didn't plan. Just say, for instance, you got to go on stage, 30,000 fans. You didn't prepare the night before, but you got to go perform. And they looking for A1 effort every time.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, you just walk into a situation where I don't know if this guy could shoot, dribble, pass. I mean, you watch tape from last year, but there's only so much, because the team you're watching previously, those guys might not even be on that team when you see them again. So how do I prepare these guys I've never seen before? So the best thing you could do is, what do kids like to do now? Shoot the three. Run, throw lobs, and shoot the three. All of that mid-range, reading the game in between. You'll get a select few that will want to do that, but for the most part, hey, they pulling up shooting the three, 40 feet in.
Yeah. So your thoughts on Quinny, we kind of got a little sidetracked.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sorry about that, but I think he's an NBA guard, honestly. Just given his resume and his background on where he's played and what he's done, and he got a chance to actually see the SEC without actually playing, and that's beneficial to actually see. I know he wanted to get out there and mix it up and show what he could do, but just going around and seeing it firsthand without actually, that's top right there.
Gotcha. Well, we'll be looking forward to him, man. Hopefully we'll have a season next year, so we'll be definitely looking forward
to it. I think we will, man, because I know, I mean, physically, that's the most physical I've seen us play in a while. Everybody body shape changed and was willing to, play defense first. Hurd was really the one out there leading it, but he wasn't always by himself.
Right.
Which, that was a little bit indifferent from things we had over the last couple of years with Hurd.
I saw on Coach Oates' board, he talked about max effort, and I was seeing a lot of that. The last question here from Danny Jones on Facebook. Rod, what's your top 5 players you played against in the SEC? No particular order. Top 5 guys you personally played against.
First off, Jones, what's up, man? That's my best friend, bro. What's happening?
Well, he think you about to say him or something.
Jones could have played in the SEC, but he went another route.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Parker High School too, his alma mater. But Joe Johnson, he was at Arkansas. Vincent Yarbrough, Tennessee. Tayshaun Prince, Kentucky.
Man.
Then you had Justin Reed at Ole Miss.
These some names here, brother.
And actually, we were all in the league at the same time. So imagine how the SEC was back then. So what I give you? 1, 2, 3. That was 4.
Yeah.
My 5th, Tank Hamilton, Mississippi State.
I remember him. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. And you was on the court with him, but he looked like he talked a lot of trash, man. Like he could get up on the 10.
I can hit him up now. He'll be talking crazy.
That's one thing I remember about him. I was like, man, it looked like that dude make you want to punch him in the face.
I mean, he was long range. He can get it done, but it's like, bro, shut up. For real.
Look, man, chopping it up with Alabama basketball. Rod Grizzard. Look, I'm gonna be doing this as much as possible, man. Just checking in with former SEC and Bama players during this quarantine time. This is our little podcast action right here, man. With Rod, shout out to you and the family. I see they needing you now. They when y'all in close corners, man. Everybody on deck. So that's your team right there. You gotta go. You gotta go, coach. But I appreciate you taking our time, man, to chit chat with us.
She supposed to be in school, man. She keep leaving the laptop. They in class right now on Zoom. She ain't talked to me this much during school time the last 2-3 days. She's trying to get on camera.
What Dad got going, man?
Huh?
She want to know what Dad got going.
Yeah, who you talking to? What you on? Yeah. It's all good, though.
Well, let me ask you about the babies now. The babies, they roll tide because they growing up over there in Georgia.
I mean, we half and half. I mean, she loved Jalen, so she was hollering Oklahoma toward the end of the year. She actually got a Jalen Hurts jersey. She was running around the house in yesterday, which I'm like, do your thing, man. I can't hold on it. So
yeah, that's important, man. Hey, always God bless, man. Hopefully I see you back at church visiting sooner than later.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm in the online.
That was not believable. Rod, man, appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Man, always good to chop it up with good Alabama family. That's what we call it here, man. But you know, it's all Bama love, all SEC love. I got the capabilities here at the house to do these live broadcasts. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You can watch the replay on either one. Who else y'all want me to interview, man? I got access to a lot of people affiliated with the program. We probably won't be able to get any current players on here for obvious reasons, but whoever y'all want, man, old coaches, old football players, basketball, baseball, hockey, it doesn't matter. Anybody y'all want me to reach out to so y'all can have access to them to kind of ask some questions on here, we would definitely do it. Okay, I see some Sherman Williams, man. I might reach out to Sherman. I met Sherman last year in Orlando during the kickoff, so I may reach out to him. David Palmer came to a few of my shows. We went to the same high school, so I definitely may try to reach out to Deuce. So y'all went 92 real quick, man. We could do that. Sean Alexander reached out to me recently. He's doing some great work out there in Seattle. I need to check on Sean anyway, man, because they really going through it out there. Coach Roach, definitely. Okay, Derrick Henry, Rolando, Gene Stars. Man, y'all, okay, these some good names, man. I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to just ask. All I do is DM or text, and I ask. All they can do is say no. And right now, I'm batting 100. I hadn't had anybody say no yet. So the Bama family, the Bama love is strong. So you guys just stay tuned, man. We'll try to keep this thing rolling. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time. Roll Tide.